I am Dr. Michael Borkon. I grew up in a very middle-class neighborhood outside of Cleveland, Ohio. My dad was a physician. He was an anesthesiologist who worked very hard, but loved what he did. He would come home at night exhausted, but was very vocal about being able to help patients. Helping people became something that I was very much interested in. Probably the sentinel event that happened was when I was a senior in high school. The first heart transplant was carried out in South Africa. I was absolutely captured, mesmerized by the thought of being able to transplant a human heart from one person to another. Well, a heart transplant operation is a special event. First of all, most patients have waited, and for some they've waited and waited. No other conventional therapy is available. They've oftentimes gone the route of bypass or valve surgery. In some cases, patients develop a viral illness or an unexplained reason why their heart fails and they have no other surgical or medical options. So when all's studied and there are no other options, heart transplant is brought up as a possibility. After the patient has been evaluated, they go through a selection committee where no one person says yes or no. It's a review by a committee of 20 to 30 people. They're placed, if accepted, on the waiting list, and they're placed according to their size and their blood type and their degree of illness or how sick they are. And that determines how quickly they may or may not get a new heart. They wait, we all wait, and then the call comes, usually in the middle of the night, and then the magic happens after that. The whole procedure is fairly time involved. It's also very labor intensive because of the number of surgeons and physicians, nurses that are involved. And that's only the transplant. From there on, the patient has a whole cadre of doctors and nurses that help take care of the immunosuppression, fight off any infections, work with rehab. It's a big deal, particularly compared to your average heart operation, where patients undergo surgery in 3 to 4 hours or in the hospital for 5 days, they recover, and they move on. The transplant patient never really moves on. They always have a team of caregivers. Most of our heart transplant patients have a vigor for life, so they're active, they're giving back, and those features, those characteristics are very important for these folks. They are alive in every sense of the word. If you're waiting for a heart transplant or any organ transplant, be patient. All of us have our time, and it will happen. Fortunately today, patients waiting for heart transplants can wait safely with newer medicines that support patients waiting for heart transplant, and even mechanical pumps such as LVADs or left ventricular assist devices. I still believe there is a divine providence in heart transplant, and it will happen. Just be patient.